The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar. Today we're going to be covering full-color logos for non-apparel. My name is Peggy Elliott, and I've been with the company Stalls ID Direct for over 20 years. I work in the marketing department and travel with the company frequently throughout the year doing trade shows. I hope that one day I can meet you all in person. I'm very excited today to present to you. It is my first webinar, so I welcome all of you, and I hope you enjoy all the topic discussions we have for you today. During the webinar, at any time, if you have any questions, feel free to type those in, and we have Nicole that will help answer them throughout the presentation. We'll also be following up with a nice blog post on greatgarmentgraphics.com. so that if you have any unanswered questions, we'll try to get those answered and posted there, along with some other helpful information. We're going to start out with a poll question, and we're looking to see what types of services you offer. We like to get an idea of what types of services that everyone offers so that we have an idea of what your experience is, and also so that we can speak to the decorating method that you choose to use in addition to our digital printing.
Hi Peggy, here are your results. Looks like for screen printing we have 24%, embroidery 35%, sublimation we have 14%, direct to garment 14%, and 14% for other.
Okay, great. Thanks, Nicole. So today's webinar, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a quick overview of full color digital printing. We're going to talk about briefly about how it applies for apparel. But the focus of today's webinar is going to be full color digital logos for non-apparel. We're going to go through the product features and benefits. We're going to talk about pricing to sell. We'll also talk about application and care instructions. Some popular questions that often come up are how can I market, or who should I market to, and how can I advertise these products. And also ordering and artwork guidelines. We'll have a brief overview of that at the end. And then we'll probably have some time to take some additional questions and answers from you. So full color digital printing, what exactly is that? As you can see in the slide here, we've got a wide format printer, and what full color digital printing is in this instance is basically printing on a digital media. Some of these medias are able to be applied with a heat press or heat transfer press, and others are simply pressure-sensitive adhesive or a static cling-based media that does not require a heat press. Full-color digital printing allows you to print with high definition and superfine detail, and there is no per-color fee. Now, briefly, just a little background on full-color logos for apparel. What we'd like to do is talk about this for a few minutes, just for those of you that may already have a heat press. These are items that, again, when you're printing on the media that's heat transferable, you're going to apply them with a heat press. You can apply to virtually any fabric, and you can heat print apparel as well as the accessories you see in the photo, including umbrellas or little keychains, including neoprene. You can also print designs in metallic. And again, all you need is a heat press. Now, for more information on printing full color logos for apparel, we held a webinar, I believe it was March 9th, and that can be viewed at greatgarmentgraphics.com. So for those of you that want more information on that, please visit the site. And you'll also find additional helpful videos on the Stalls ID website. Next, I'd like to ask another poll question, and that is, what type of heat press do you own? This is going to help us kind of determine how many of you own heat presses, and we can kind of talk about how this non-apparel full color logo selection can benefit you, whether you own a heat press or not. Wonderful. Thanks again, Nicole. So a lot of you own different types of heat presses, and the important thing about this is that when you are using full color logos for non-apparel, not only can you print onto the jacket as you see in this photo here or the pants, but look at what else you can do. Look at how you can expand your services and your product offering to your customers by also decorating things like helmets or water bottles. You can offer banners and wall graphics. So it helps you to be a little bit more versatile and go beyond and upsell in addition to your apparel. Now, for those of you who may not own a heat press yet, we certainly hope you'll be investing in one soon because you can really make some great profits with that. But the nice thing about this non-apparel offering is that you don't actually need a heat press to apply it. So let's start looking at some of these offerings. First, we have the custom wall graphics. These are large or life-size graphics. You can get them in a smaller version as well. A lot of people refer to these or are familiar with them. The popular brand name out there is Fathead. These are a fabric-based media, and the adhesive is a patented adhesive. And what I mean by that is that it's the type of adhesive that you can apply it, but you can easily remove and reposition the wall graphic. And it won't leave any residue behind on your wall, so it won't damage any of the surfaces that you're applying it to. What makes it nice too is that you can, as again I said, you can remove and reposition it so you can store and reuse it. Now on the next slide I'll show you actually the unapplied version, and it just comes on this paper liner that you just remove it from to apply it, and you're just going to smooth it on to any dry, clean surface. The nice thing is that you can save this paper liner for reuse later on. So how would you use wall graphics? You can use these in several different ways. You can use them on interior walls. People are putting them up in gymnasiums. Students put them on lockers. So there's all different kinds of options that you can use this type of a product for. Not only in your sports and schools arena, but you can also use it in promotion for stores and restaurants. So you've got marketing and sales opportunities there with your customer base. Now, life-size wall graphics, the larger you get, they may come in separate panels. So that's another important point to note to you. And when we do this, we're doing this for your ease of application and installation. So for example, this girl in the hockey photo, that might come in 2 or 3 pieces at a 3x4 size or a larger size because you want to make sure that, again, you have easy installation. And trying to put that up all in one piece might be difficult, so we do that for your convenience. Custom designed wall graphics are priced by the square foot at $5.50 per square foot. And in this case, you can see the cost for this item at 3 by 4 feet would be approximately $66. The next thing I want to just review really quick is a very easy templated wall graphic that we offer, and this is something that is perfect for sports. So your local community sports teams or high school sports teams. It comes in 3 template design sizes, and again you can get these in 16 by 20 or 20 by 16, and you see the additional sizes available. But the easy thing about this is it's just an individual team portrait, or excuse me, individual portrait or a team portrait. So all you have to do is you go to the website, upload your photo. You're going to pick between 2 colors, 1 and 2 colors, and just tell us what your team name is or player name is, and you're good to go. The next item that we think that is great for you to expand your services is custom banners. There's so many uses for popular uses for banners. As you can see in this photo, again, this is restaurant-based. They're also perfect for charities, sporting events, political campaigns, and with summer coming up, they're perfect for family reunions. People take their families to the park and meet up all summer long for picnics, and you often see them hanging from one tree to the other as they're having a great old time. The available finish is there's 2 different kinds. There's a glossy and a luster. So the luster is a little bit of a semi-matte, and then you have the glossy finish. You can get these printed up to 4 feet by 8 feet wide. And then for installation, what we do is we offer for your convenience again, it's an adhesive power tab. And it's similar to a grommet, but it is an adhesive-based material. So it will help you install it easily and not have to worry about dealing with a grommet machine or metal grommets. Now, if you don't want to use those, you can still finish these banners with your metal grommets. And also, they can be sewn. So some people like the finished edge on it, and they prefer to sew it. And that is also very acceptable with these banners. So let's look at the pricing for these banners. They're priced by the square foot. There's 3 different price levels. And again, between the 2 finishes, there's a slight price difference. And you can see this size is the largest printing size, 4 foot by 8 foot, and that's $80. Next up, we have bumper stickers, always a popular item. And this is a really easy and inexpensive add-on sale. Recently I went out to eat with my sister, and it was by a popular all-sports lake, although it wasn't very busy on the lake except for a few ice fishermen. I noticed that in the restaurant they had a counter where they had a little store, and they were selling hoodies and t-shirts, but they also were selling the bumper stickers. And we actually left the restaurant, and I noticed that my niece who was with us also had one of these bumper stickers on her car, and it was Zuki Lake. She goes there all the time on her wave runner and really likes going there and meeting up with all her friends there. So it's just another way to have an add-on sale or sell to a different market within a restaurant. Now the sizing on these, we do have a standard size of 3 by 10. And as you can see in this photo, these are standard sizes shown. And the cost for this is $120, and that's at the price break of 25 bumper stickers. We also do custom sizes, and as you can see, we have very low minimums. The only minimum that we have on an order is a $25 minimum, and that is per design. So the custom stickers are priced by the square inch. The next thing we have are window decals, and if you are on your way to work every day, I'm sure you're seeing, or school or wherever you may be going, I'm sure you're seeing all kinds of window decals all around you. These have a semi-permanent adhesive, so they are more or less for a longer term application. This isn't something that you'd want to use if you plan to remove it right away. We have another product for that. So this is something that is going to be on the car window for a pretty long time. So you want to make sure it's something that you want to showcase for a while if you're going to be using this product. Now the application you can see in the smaller photo, it comes with a mask, and all you need to do is smooth that on using a squeegee, and it'll help you eliminate the air bubbles as you're applying it. Again, these are really popular for whether it's families. You'll see the little pictures of a mom and a dad and a little kid or a pet on the back of a window. And again, charities are big, collegiate use, very popular. The pricing on these are also by the square inch. Again, very low minimums. You can order 10 of them if you need. And the minimum order is $25 per design. Are there any questions coming up at all, Nicole? Nicole's just checking to see if we have any questions coming in. If we can help answer any of them while we're on the air. If not, we will get to those at the end or during the blog post.
Hi, Peggy. Yes, we have a question that's coming up. One is, Cindy wants to know if the banners are waterproof.
Yes, it can be used outside. One thing that we don't want to do is really recommend it for super long-term use, so that's something, it's more events-based, but absolutely, these can be used indoors or outdoors, so they are waterproof.
Okay. And we actually had another one here. They want to know if they order 1,200 stickers in a 2-inch diameter, where would they order it from on our website?
I can actually direct them to that website. We're going to have a link to that in our blog post. And if we have time at the end, I will absolutely go to the ordering wizard so that they can see where to log in and get a price on that. Okay, I'm going to keep going then with our static cling up next. Now the difference between the static cling and the window decal is that the static cling is more for short-term use. It comes in, you can either choose between a white or a clear media. Again, short-term use is what we recommend this for. It can easily be removed and repositioned, so you can save it and use it later. It does have an adhesive-free backing, so you are going to be able to adhere this, and the nature of the product, static cling, it just clings right onto the window, and it applies very easily. Just all you have to do is smooth it on with your hand. The next thing I want to do while we're comparing these two items is I've got a video that I'm going to actually play. Now you won't hear the volume in this, but I will kind of talk you through it so you can see what the difference is in the video. So again, static cling, short term, window decal is a longer term. This is the static cling. And this is one of the window decals on a car. Again, a static cling. We're going to post a link to this video so that you can actually go there and listen to it yourself. So a lot of times people use a static cling for a short-term promotion. And this is Juliet, our lovely Juliet. She's demoing the application of a static cling. You can see she's just smoothing it on with her hands, so super easy application. Next, she's going to show the application of the window decal, which is a little bit different, using the squeegee. And you can see through it so you know that you're centering it and you've got it on the vehicle straight. Just a smooth, even motion, peeling that off so that you've got a great, easy application. Great upsell product. Okay. Next, we're going to go back to our presentation. So a little bit about the static cling pricing. Again, this is an item that's priced by the square inch. You still have your minimum order of $25 per design. And again, look at all the different quantities that you can get. And it does get less expensive as you go up in the price break. Next, we're going to talk about helmet number stickers. This is a great item for you to upsell to your local teams. I know a lot of the customers, current customers that buy from stalls are definitely sporting goods focused. So again, another great upsell item. It comes in 9 popular font styles, and it's basically used for any of your sports that require the use of a helmet, so that they can apply the number of the team player either on the back of the helmet or on the side of the helmet. Now this is something that is CSA HECC certified. If you're unfamiliar with that, what that is a certification from Reebok and CCM Bauer, and there is more information on that certification on their website. But in short, it's basically they certify all their products that are acceptable to use with their products, and it's based on the adhesive and the adherence to the products that they offer. So these come in a sheet, and each sheet includes 4 number sets, and they're 1 3/4 inch numbers, and it's $5.25 per sheet. Along the same lines, we also have the helmet decal pack. So this is kind of fun because this is something that if you often work with a local school, this is something that you would inventory in your store. So you've got an inventory of it on the shelf or on a hang rack, and at the top you can see in the left photo there is a company name, and that would be where you would place your company name. The next two logos are going to be the logo of your local school, and they can apply this logo to the front or as shown on the side of the helmet, and also apply, again, the player's individual number. And the player would just come into your store and be able to purchase this. So the nice thing about inventorying it is you might already supply this to the team at the beginning of the year, but let's say that a player gets injured and they call another player onto the team and they don't already have this item. They can go into your store and just grab it off your shelf. You've already got it in stock. So boom, there you go, another add-on sale. So let me just explain how this product comes to you. This is going to be $4.25 each, and there is a 10-pack minimum, and you're just going to see the size there. It's basically a 1x4 area to display your company name, so you're always keeping your company name out there in front of your customers. And then the 4x4 area contains the logos. So those logos are approximately 2 inches a piece in diameter. And then you get your number sequence where the student or player can pick their number. And again, it comes in one of 9 fonts and includes all of our most popular fonts, and including Pro Block and Varsity. Next, we're going to talk about custom stickers. Now, these custom stickers are made from the same media as the helmet stickers, so they still have that certification. If you want to do a customized sticker by itself, you want to order 500 for various teams or helmet use. It still has that certification, but you can also see that you can use it on water bottles or bags, pretty much anything. They're again priced by the square inch, low minimum quantity, and again just $25 order minimum per design. Next thing I'd like to do is, I just went one slide ahead, sorry about that. The next thing I'd like to do is actually launch our last poll question of the day, and that is, which of the following markets do you currently sell to? Got a little bit of a selection there: corporate, sports, charities, and schools, and other. This will help us try to see what everybody's targeting with our customers and future customers.
Peggy, here are the results of the poll. For corporate, we have 21%. For sports, we have 18%. Charities is 3%. We have a 29% for schools and 29% for other.
What was it for schools again, Nicole? I'm sorry.
30%.
Okay, wonderful. So that's a pretty good mix. One thing I find surprising is 3% on charities. I happened to look up on the internet the other day, just out of curiosity, to see what type of business could be done with charities. And it was really surprising to me to see that in the United States alone, there are over 1 million charities. So think of all the bumper stickers and banners and these types of services that you can offer to charities. So that's one market that you could tap into a little bit more. And the next thing I want to talk about is going beyond traditional markets. Corporate, sports, charities, schools, they're pretty much the typical markets that a lot of people do target. And they're great ones because that's your core business. But let's think about going beyond that. So think about home fashion or room decor. For example, in children's rooms, you can decorate walls, mirrors, windows. Think about using dinosaurs or trains or flowers. So it's just going outside, again, your traditional market. Another one would be daycare centers or restaurants. Again, a lot of times restaurants are a real popular market that you can target. And if you look in the picture here, we show the wall graphic on the wall. And again, back to what we talked about in the very beginning, full color logos for apparel. She also has a nice design on her apron, and that was done digitally as well with heat press. Think about landscaping services. Landscaping services have multiple cars that are driving around every day, and they want to advertise their company on their car windows. So everybody in that crew, if they have a crew of 8 people, those workers are driving around from location to location, and it's mobile advertising. So sell them window decals to put on their company cars or their crew members' cars. Again, in this photo on the bottom, we've got pet stores. Another great opportunity. The pet market is huge. I think it's somewhere over $1 billion a year in the U.S. You can do apparel as shown again with the heat press, and then you can upsell by decorating the mats or decorating the water bowls by using some of these non-apparel services. Next, we have advertising and selling tips. So just a few ideas of things that you can do to keep your company name out there in front of your local community so that they know where to go to get these services. And it's also a way to get the orders from schools. For those people that you don't maybe have team jersey orders from, maybe advertise in your store that you'll provide a free banner if they give you their team jersey order. So you can become the person that does all the schools in the area. Or maybe donate a banner for a local charity event. Now the key to this is putting your store logo on the bottom of the banner down in the corner. So again, you're keeping your company name out there, but you're also helping out a local charity by making the donation of this product. Create a point of purchase display in your store. So buy a water bottle, buy some of these different things, set up a mirror next to your register, put a window decal on it. These are all things that you can easily order and set up a quick point of purchase display to give your customers the idea and let them know that you offer these services. Which leads me to always listing the services you offer. If you take out an ad in the phone book or a website, always list the services you offer. Some things might be evident, but other times it's just not as evident. And if you offer all these services and publicize them, the more business you're going to gain. Hugely popular, I'm sure most of you are familiar with, is social media. A lot of people are putting their businesses on Facebook. So for example, let's say you create a Facebook page. If they like your page, give them an incentive to place an order with you. Perhaps it's a 15% discount on their first order. Also, use Twitter. Keep your name out there by tweeting on Twitter. You can also use barcodes and promo codes. These are some of the latest technologies that people are using. Barcode scans on the smartphones, like the iPhone. They're putting barcodes out there where the customer needs to scan it and they have the opportunity to win a prize or get a discount off their order. So these are just some of the advertising and selling tips to help you grow and expand your business. One of the last things I want to talk about before we take some additional questions and answers, acceptable art file formats. Now at Stalls, all you need to do is go onto the website and upload your file, but this is just an example of the various files that we will accept. And the minimum that you need your artwork to be is 150 DPI. Now if you need additional artwork assistance, we do also offer artwork assistance through artvarkexpress.com. So you can visit their site and learn a little bit more about the types of artwork for digital printing. And ordering is that easy. So before we actually close out for the day, I'm going to see if Nicole has any more questions for me that I can help answer for you.
Yes, Peggy. We do have a couple questions here. The first one that we had was from Leonard. He wants to know, can static cling be placed on the outside or inside of the window, or does it matter?
Absolutely. It can be placed on the outside or inside. We actually have the question of whether you want it on the outside of the window or the inside facing out. And that's just so that we know how to set up the artwork and print that for you so that we know how you're using it and we can do it correctly. But yes, you can put that inside or outside. And it is water resistant. I did forget to mention that earlier, but just so you know, for outdoor use it is water resistant.
Okay, we also have a next question from Cindy. She wants to know, what's the turnaround time after placing the order?
Generally, if you have your order in by 10 a.m., we're going to ship it same day. Our general guideline is we ship within 24 hours, and that is after you approve your artwork. So when you load your design up to us, what we're going to do is send you a proof confirmation. Once you approve that email, watch for it in your inbox. Once you get that in your inbox and you approve that, we'll ship it within 24 hours. I'm going to quickly go over to our website, and I'm going to log on so that I can show you our ordering wizard. So the first thing that you're going to do when you get to Stalls ID, I'll go to the home page, and it's right front and center for you. You can go to CAD prints on the right hand side. We've got the big display. Again, we're showing you what we offer. You should do the same on your website. Show your customers what you offer. Put it out front and center. So I'm going to click there. And it goes to the page that shows all of our different services. It's broken down between apparel and non-apparel. So I'm going to go to custom stickers. Anytime you click on the product button, it's going to bring you to that page, and it'll give you more information about it. It'll also give you a link to the application instructions, and then you can click the order now if you want to just go out right to the ordering wizard and upload your design to place your order. Now, I already have a login, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. But if you see to the right of the login, it says if you're not a dealer, you can buy as a guest. So you're just going to click on that, and once you provide us a little bit of your background information, we'll let you go right through to the ordering wizard, and you can log on and upload your design. So because I clicked right from the custom bumper sticker page, it's already selected that for me on the wizard in step 1. In step 2, what I can do is enter in my quantity, and then I'm going to enter in the size. And so you can see it gives you a price automatically. The unit price on this item is 16 cents per sticker, total price $1.92. I'm going to save, click Save and Next. And then what I can do is just click Upload Artwork. I can browse for my file, or if I already have previously loaded artwork, I can upload what I have before. You can name your artwork. You can also choose an outline. Now, what we mean by outline is basically it's a contour. So if you have very detailed art, we're going to add a little bit to the width. Not too much, but just enough so that we can make the production process go smoothly. And you can either choose no outline, or you can choose outline with a color. Now, if you have, let's say you're putting something on a black garment. A lot of times people don't want their outline to be white, because if it's white, it's going to look more like a sticker. It's not going to blend in. So depending on what color you're applying to, and with the non-apparel, it's not as much as a concern as with apparel, but they might choose, if it's going on black, to have a black outline. The next thing you can do is you can enter in art notes. If there's anything in particular that you need to make a note of for our artists on your design, this is where you'd want to put that. From time to time, we do have promos that we offer. If you're attending a trade show, or again, we do those barcode scans with promo codes ourselves, and you can enter in the promo code if you have one and apply it for your discount. And again, here's where it's automatically going to default that you will receive a proof of your artwork. Click Terms and Conditions, and then you're just going to add it to your cart. The other thing I'd like to point out on this page is that we have all of our specifications listed at the bottom. So if you have questions on the images and what size the resolution needs to be, all that information is stored here. So anytime you have a question, you can just, with one click, find that information. Again, we have cutting specs, so it shows you exactly the cutting specs that we allow. And then FAQ, any frequently asked questions we have on color matching and such. And then again, terms and conditions. Any other questions, Nicole?
Yes, Peggy. Deborah has a question. She wants to know, can you see through the static clean windows cleans or any of the or any of the window decals if you wanted to use it for the back of a window ad?
If you want to use it for the back of a window?
Window sales ad, yes.
Yeah, I would recommend that if you're talking on the back of a vehicle, I would keep it out of your general vision area, because if it's a window decal, that's going to be a white-based media, so you won't be able to see through that. You could do a static cling on the inside of a car window. On the outside, I wouldn't recommend it because, again, it's more meant for short-term use, and the elements would probably eventually get to it. So we do recommend the window decals for vehicles. But again, I wouldn't make it so large so that it obstructs your view. I wouldn't want anyone getting into an accident on my account. Any other questions? While Nicole's looking, I just wanted to add too that in addition to the various price breaks that we offer and the promo codes that we have with different discounts, and by the way, watch for your weekly e-communications, because on there we often do different specials or promotions. But in addition to that, as you grow your business with stalls, we offer a trade discount program, and I don't think there's a lot of people that know that, but you can get up to 7% off each order that you place with stalls. I'm sorry, 6%. So as you grow, that's a lot of money. It doesn't sound like a lot off one order, but over the course of a year, if you're buying various items and you do have a heat press, so you're buying a lot of our heat press items, that can really save you a lot of money in the long run. And that information is also on our website. We good, Nicole? Okay, great. Let me just go back to my last slide. And I just want to let you know about the next upcoming webinar. It's trending now, Campus Styles for Female Students. So that would be a great webinar for you to attend, and that's on March 30th, as you can see. And the next CAD Prints webinar, which is all about our full color digital printing, is text and number effects. I will be back with you on that one, and that will be on April 7th. And we do ask that you get registered today. And we hope you enjoyed today's webinar. And just one last thing to mention is we will be sending a post communication via email, via our e-communication, and there will be a special offer in there. So watch for that in your inbox, and you can take advantage of that as well. I really appreciate everybody joining us today, and I thank you for your patience as I muddled my way through my first webinar. And I will see you next time. Thanks, everybody.